Hey guys, Noah from Stage 3 Motorsports, and today we're going to be doing an install on this backflip tonneau cover for our Ranger. Now what we have here is specifically a backflip G2, but this install will be essentially the same for all of backflip's folding covers, so no matter which version you have, you should be able to follow these same steps and get it installed on your truck. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump straight into it. So the first thing you're going to want to do for this install is grab this accessory rail that's going to go on the bulkhead of your bed. Now the rail is going to need a few little things done to it. Firstly, you'll want to run this foam strip kind of down the back side and then cut the two holes out of the foam so you have access. And then you're going to have two plastic end caps for the very end of the rail. So you'll pop those end caps in and put the two little foam squares on the end of those as well so that all of this seals up the way it should. Now once you have that done, you'll see that there's actually a small hole on each side of your bulkhead of your bed, and you're going to have a rubber insert to go inside of that. Now the rubber insert has just some threads kind of inside the end of it. It's a little bit soft, and then there's two washers you're going to need. You'll put the first washer on, stick that insert through the actual steel of the bed, and then put another washer on the back, and that's going to allow this to tighten and lock in once we thread the rest of the hardware onto it. Once you've got the rubber inserts with the washers into the bulkhead, now you're going to want to go ahead and grab your accessory rail. And we're just going to get this positioned so that the holes line up and it fits between the bed caps there. And you want to get it nice and level with the actual cap itself as much as you can. Then we're going to go ahead and grab the screws that are provided and put a big fender washer on there and insert this through the hole to tighten it down. There you go, and once you've got it tight, go ahead and do the same on the other side. With the accessory rail installed and in place, we can go ahead and take this weather stripping now, peel it back with the adhesive, and lay it across the top. With the foam laid down on your accessory rail, go ahead and grab your two side rails for the bed and get them positioned. You'll know which one is which because they're marked right and left on the back of them, but you also want to have this metal plate facing inward. So I've got the passenger side rail here. We're going to set it into place on the bed. Then you're going to take your clamps, which look like this, and you'll have to loosen them probably just a little bit, and you'll go ahead and position 3 on each side. I like to start in the middle first. There we go. You may have to move these poles out of the way so you can get access to tighten it. And you'll go ahead and just use a ratchet and a socket to lock this down. Now we'll add a clamp to the back side of the bed. And one last one towards the bulkhead. All right, and with the rail tightened down on this side, make sure it sits nice and level, just as it should, and let's do the same on the opposite side. Okay, so with both the rails tightened down, we're going to actually take the full cover now and position it with this small flat section. There's a very short panel at the end. We're going to position that towards the bulkhead of the cab. With the tonneau cover sitting kind of squarely in place, we're going to go ahead and pull this back panel up and you'll have 2 threaded inserts that you'll want to put through the bottom where these little holes are. And make sure they push in flush. Then with those in, we can go ahead and take our buckle, put the 2 Phillips head screws in there, and we're going to go ahead and thread those into the inserts. Now do the same on the other side. With both buckles installed, now go ahead and take this long mount with a rubber washer and push it through the hole. Then you'll want to follow that by doing another rubber washer, stainless steel washer, and a lock washer, and you'll use the knob on the bottom to tighten this up. Now go ahead and do the same thing on this side of the truck. Now that we've got both of those corners tightened down on the tonneau cover, we've got 3 rounded pieces of foam that we're going to place on this edge, so when the tonneau folds up against the window, it doesn't accidentally smash or scratch the glass. And you'll just simply peel off that adhesive and position it where you need it, and then apply some pressure. We've got our foam strips stuck on here just in place where we need them. So now let's go ahead, hop underneath and attach these drain hoses. All right, and with the hoses attached, that's gonna wrap the install on this. So let's go ahead and close it up and I'll show you guys how this works. So as you can see here, when we installed the tonneau, we have it pulled back with 2 of the panels folded, and you can actually use your buckles to clip down here to make sure that it stays secure if you wanna haul something in the bed and you want it to actually stick out and not have the tonneau in the way. But if you're looking for a little bit more bed space, you'll pull this cord underneath, lift it all the way up. It'll sit on the rubber bumpers against the cab. And then these little struts that are attached to your rails will actually prop up here against the tonneau itself, and you can lock that down so this way the wind doesn't force it back closed, and that gives you full access to your bed when you need it. Now once you're done, obviously you'll lift that, put the strut back out of the way, gently lower the tonneau down so it snaps into place. You can fold the next panel over, snap it into place, then close your tailgate, and this will seal right on top of it. And so just like that, you've got full coverage of your bed now, perfectly sealed, nice and durable, and it's not gonna let anybody get inside to get your stuff. It'll also keep the elements out. With your tonneau cover closed, the only way you're gonna be able to access it is to open your tailgate, and then you'll simply reach underneath and there'll be a cord at the front, just like there was on the other panels. And you'll be able to lift that forward so that way you can reach and rotate it back, just like we had it before. Well guys, with all that being said, thank you for watching as usual, and if you're interested in picking up one of these backflip tonneaus for your truck, you can head down the description, click those links, they'll shoot you over to our website, and while you're down there, make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss any of the other videos that we're always putting out, and I will see you guys next time.